working for you. This is WBOI, now in high definition. 12 News Weekend Edition starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for 12 News Weekend Edition on this Sunday night. I'm Alex Hines. Let's start with a look at the weather. It was a really nice day today, pretty clear and sunny. Hoping for more of the same. Amelia Henderson is in the Storm Tracker 12 Weather Lab. Is that what we're getting?
Well, your wish is my command, Alex, because we're going to see much nicer conditions, at least for the start of the week. So that is the good news. I hope you all went out and took full advantage of the sunshine and dry conditions we did see throughout our Sunday. That will continue into our Monday, but then as we go into our Tuesday and the rest of our work week, showers are in our future. But today, with that sunshine, we did see some very warm temperatures reaching into the upper 80s for us. 89 degrees was the high here in Clarksburg today. Still clear skies as high pressure has continued to develop, clearing out all of those clouds and giving us a pretty mild night. Temperatures are a little bit cooler for us for this time of year, going to be reaching into the low 50s throughout our night, so it's going to continue to drop for us and quickly warming up tomorrow for your Monday. I'll be tracking those storms coming up in your full forecast. More details later on.
All right, Amelia, thanks very much. Route 33 in Randolph County was closed down today due to severe flooding in the Harmon area. Viewers there report substantial damage to homes and cars. It's a result of storms that began early Sunday morning. Harmon is reported to have seen 7 inches of rainfall, as have multiple parts of the mountain counties. We'll have more on effects of this flooding here, including what's coming up in Preston County. Heavy rains and flooding seriously damaged parts of that area as well. Bree Clark has a look at what officials there have been dealing with throughout the day.
Heavy rains quickly turned into flash floods late Saturday night into Sunday morning, leaving behind devastating damage to multiple secondary roads and bridges throughout Preston County.
Flash flooding like this truly is just impacts communities that are never truly prepared for it. And what is kind of disheartening as a county commissioners, we've been working extremely hard to try to get our governor to give the attention that we need to our roads here in Preston County. So a lot of our roads that are already deteriorating, our secondary roads and such, are just continuing to fall apart.
Officials say many residents were shocked when they woke up Sunday morning to see the amount of damage caused by the flash floods overnight.
This was one of those scary events that happened while everybody was asleep. And luckily, we did have notifications through our phones of flood warnings. But a lot of people that I talked to, personal friends, just heard it, turned their phone off, and went back to sleep.
Preston County has been under a state of emergency since 2018 due to deteriorating road conditions, and now residents are forced to deal with the aftermath of this flood, which has damaged roads even more.
Water's just everywhere. So we've really got to figure something out, because if we don't, these people are not going to be able to get from work to home, to the grocery store, to the doctor's offices, and it's really hindering the citizens in this area, and it's really sad, and the governor really needs to do something.
Areas that saw the worst damage in Preston County include Salt Luck Road, Rollsburg, Aurora Pike, and Route 50. Officials encourage residents to use caution when driving through these areas and to inform them of any damages caused by the flooding. Reporting in Preston County for 12 News, I'm Bree Clark.
All right, Bree, thank you very much. Well, Independence Day just right around the corner. Fireworks distributors setting up their tents to sell fireworks to the public. World Class Fireworks says they sell fireworks that will amaze people of all ages. They also say they love seeing families picking out their fireworks and engaging with them, while also discussing safety and its importance. The most popular item so far this year is the Excalibur, while the Goliath comes in second.
As far as families and that aspect, they need to make sure that they are, watching and keeping an eye on their young ones, and especially themselves if they're partying or involving other, outside curricular activities.
World Class Fireworks has their tent set up on Old Bridgeport Hill and are also located in Fairmont, Mannington, and Shinston. Well, the Spillway Bridge in Elkins now has a new name after a ceremony held yesterday afternoon dedicated it to a local soldier. Erica Young has that story.
Staff Sergeant Thomas Hess was killed on May 3, 1970, while serving in Vietnam. Hess ran down a hill to remove an American soldier's body so the area would be clear for a napalm strike to protect his fellow soldiers. While running back up after moving the body, Hess was shot by enemies. This allowed the rest of his platoon to live.
He was my hero, still is, sacrificed his life over there so that 29 of us are still alive today because of what Tommy did. And he was my mentor, my coach, and basically my big brother over there. We took care of each other best we could.
Hess was born and raised in Elkins, and it was important to all those who knew him to make sure he was memorialized for his courageous act during service.
Well, he was a good friend, and he lived about a mile from here, went to high school with him, and he was well respected, and he gave his life. The story we told was he gave his life to save about 30 Army people on that hillside in Vietnam. That's a huge sacrifice.
I've done a lot of things in my life, but this rates right there at the top as the most satisfying event in my lifetime, to get Tommy's name on that bridge.
West Virginia Delegate Bill Hartman co-sponsored the bill that allowed the bridge's renaming after speaking with Hess's friends about how much he meant to them.
It was just a matter of making sure we prevailed and got the thing through the legislature on the next to the last day of the regular session this past spring.
Those at the ceremony say it is important to remember all those who have made sacrifices while serving their country. Reporting for 12 News, I'm Erica Young.
All right, Erica, thanks very much. And with the 4th of July coming the middle of this week, Stonewall Resort has plenty of family fun for its guests to enjoy over this weekend and in the weekend coming. There were lawn games out there today, such as Frisbee, tic-tac-toe, and a watermelon eating contest. With more, even a water balloon battle. Lightburn's restaurant offered a barbecue buffet for its guests, and on the lakeside patio, there's music for everyone to enjoy.
4th of July, we've got a full band in here with no fireworks on the 4th, but we got our different buffets, both up at Lightburn's and down here.
The night tonight wrapped up with fireworks over the lake, and if you missed it this weekend, don't worry, there's still time to celebrate at Stonewall. They'll have another display on next Sunday. Coming up next on 12 News Weekend Edition, President Trump has made history with his crossing onto North Korean territory, but reaction here in the States has been mixed. More on that coming up in a minute, but first, Ryan Decker is in the newsroom with a look at what we can see in the Sports Zone. Hey, Ryan.
Hey Alex, the West Virginia Black Bears have picked up a flair for the dramatic over the last couple of days. Went down to the bottom of the 9th today, down 2, and found a way to win. I think these dance moves right here, that's what inspired the victory. More on the game coming up in the 12 Sports Zone. Stay with us, more news, weather, and sports after the break.
This is the Durabit of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet.
Wow.
Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smoke.
Wow. And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow.
There's something for all of us.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months, or get a total value of over $8,700 on this all-new Silverado. See your Mountaineer Chevy dealers.
I was downstairs watching TV, and the wife was upstairs. The phone rang, and she answered it.
Donna's been in an accident. Boom, the bomb just dropped.
911, what is your emergency? There's been a bad wreck. A Dodge Ram 4500 just hit a Subaru Legacy on the driver's side. The woman's not responsive. The driver of the Subaru, she's hurt bad.
We got dressed hurriedly, and we went to the hospital.
They took us in a room and told us that
your daughter has been in a very serious accident, and it's really, really bad. And we are life-flighting her to Morgantown.
They wheeled her out and put her on the helicopter.
We didn't know whether she was going to make it or not. And to be quite frank with you, I honestly thought my daughter was going to die, and there was nothing I could do.
To see how this trucking company caused this tragedy, go to columbolaw.com.
Wilson Ford first opened its doors in 1922. For 97 years, Wilson Ford has been a staple of the community. Whether it be getting an oil change for your truck or getting your child's first car, Wilson Ford has been there. And because of that, we are dropping and slashing all of our prices for the month of June. Because for 97 years, deals have been better at Wilson.
Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, or soccer, everything you need to know on the WVU Mountaineers can be found at WVIllustrated.com. You're watching 12 News Weekend Edition with Alex Hines and Storm Tracker 12 Weather with Amelia Henderson.
Welcome back, everyone. President Trump's decision to step onto North Korean soil, the first U.S. sitting president to do so, has raised eyebrows among lawmakers and experts. Some believe this could lead to a deal to denuclearize North Korea. Others are calling it a public relations stunt for both leaders. NBC's Jennifer Johnson has the latest tonight from Washington.
President Trump was the first to arrive, walking slowly toward North Korea in the no man's land of the demilitarized zone, or DMZ. Then Kim Jong-un emerged, walking faster to catch up. The two leaders shook hands, Trump on South Korean soil, Kim Jong-un in the north.
Good to see you again. I've never expected to meet you at this place. Do you feel, Excellency, take a step forward? You will be the first U.S. president to cross the border.
They were separated only by a narrow concrete strip, the demarcation.
Now the area's most accurate forecast. Storm Tracker 12 weather. Certified storm ready and powered by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, the official cleaning and restoration company of the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Look at that, 2 nights in a row at 11:11. Everyone out there, make a wish for me. This is my favorite time to do this forecast. Storm Tracker 12 forecaster Amelia Henderson here. Our Sunday, much nicer conditions tonight compared to our Saturday night, where we saw lots of rumbles, several rounds of thunderstorms and heavy downpours trickled through our region last night and continued into the early hours of our Sunday. The good news is, though, that rain didn't stick with us very long. High pressure developed and cleared out that rain for the majority of our Sunday and saw mostly just sunny skies and very warm temperatures today. Thanks to that sunshine, we did see into the upper 80s for us. Now here's a quick look outside of here in downtown Clarksburg, where we're seeing mostly just clear skies and dry conditions. I hope you all went outside and took full advantage of the conditions today and what we're going to be expecting for tomorrow as well, continuing to see that sunshine. But like I said, with that sunshine, we did see warmer temperatures today. Staying warm right now, very mild, 70 degrees right now here in Clarksburg, 69 up in Morgantown, 65 in Elkin, 69 up in New Martinsville, into the low 60s in these mountain counties. Now, even though these temperatures are reading into the 60s and 70s, they were about 40 to 50 degrees warmer than that today, reaching around 120 degrees on these roads. Very hot and steamy out there, and will continue to warm up throughout our week. So stay hydrated and keep that sunblock handy, regardless if it's going to be raining or not. Still can get that sunburn with that cloud cover as well. But throughout our night, we're going to continue to see these temperatures drop. Pretty unseasonably chilly for this time of year, but quickly warming up tomorrow into the 80s. So a light jacket tonight and into the start of tomorrow. Going to be able to shed those jackets pretty early on, because thanks to some warm air that's filtering into the region, we're going to be seeing very warm temperatures for this time of year, I should say. 89 degrees on Tuesday, 90 Wednesday. Take a look at this for Thursday. It's going to be so warm, you can't even see those temperatures up there. 92 degrees for our Thursday, rounding out the work week into the upper 80s. So a very warm week ahead. And with those warmer temperatures for our Monday, we're going to continue to see that sunshine, so that is the good news. But for our Tuesday, Wednesday, and the rest of the work week, several rounds of disturbances are in our future. Breaking things down a bit further here, mostly just dry conditions throughout the night and into the start of our Monday. That's thanks to this high pressure system that's developing on into the region for tomorrow and both tonight, giving us just some sunshine. A few clouds will continue to build on into the region into the start of the early hours of Tuesday, bringing several rounds of disturbances as low pressure starts to develop, bringing showers from both from the west and from up north. And once it hits, going to be sticking with us for the rest of our work week. Now, this brings us into our 7-day forecast here for the first official week of our July. It's going to be very active for us. Again, similar conditions for our Monday compared to today. So go outside, take full advantage of it while you can, because you can see across the board here, lots of rain is in our future.
Well, at least something to look forward to in the short term, at least, and then looking forward to a nice warm night bundled up afterwards, it looks like.
Absolutely, but you know, the good news is we aren't going to be seeing rain constantly. It's just some waves, so we will be seeing some dry spots here and there as well.
All right, Amelia, thank you very much. Ryan up here within Sports Zone. And this doesn't bode well for sports here, but we had some excitement this weekend, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, we'll worry about the rain when it gets here in a couple of days. Like, but a Morgantown basketball player has signed to play at the next level. We'll have more on that on the other side of the break. But first, here's Angelica with your West Virginia Illustrated report.
Aaliyah Holmes finished her career at WVU with 2,001 points, the third most in program history. She also tallied 500 or more points in 3 consecutive seasons, becoming the first Mountaineer player to accomplish the feat. While the guard left WVU as one of the program's all-time greats, she's back to those early stages of proving herself in her young WNBA career. Holmes, WVU's highest draft pick, is in her 3rd season as a pro. She's in her 1st with the Sun after being traded by the Dream in 2018. The Connecticut native said she is more than grateful to play for her home state team for a number of reasons. Most importantly, for the opportunity to live out her dream in front of her daughter.
Honestly, like I said, I'm just honestly just blessed, and I'm happy to be here, and like I said, continue my career, and with her being able to watch me play and all my family and friends able to come out and see me play, the support means everything, from all over actually, but just being home, it's a different feeling.
Holmes and the Sun return to action versus the Lynx on July 6th. WVU baseball history was made again on Sunday night as former pitcher John Means is the first Mountaineer in program history to be named an MLB All-Star. We've got all those details over at WVIllustrated.com. That's the latest on the Mountaineers. Reporting in Morgantown, I'm Angelica Trinone.
Online anytime. Visit WBOI.com.
Everyone who has ever lived has lived here. All of mankind's triumphs and failures. Every moment, every hometown, all here. We start our coverage on the ground and take it to the airwaves, so you always know what's happening in your own world and beyond. We are free TV and radio. We are breaking news. We are always there. We are broadcasters.
We're about to show you an amazing demonstration. Every one of these Nissans has Pro Pilot Assist, game-changing tech that helps keep you centered in your lane and adjusts your speed to help keep your distance. It can even help you stop and start without ever touching a pedal. Your highway commute is about to get easier.
This is amazing.
Pro Pilot Assist, available in 4 of Nissan's most popular models. For a limited time, get total possible finance savings of $5,809 or get a low $239 per month lease on Rogue.
What do I see over here?
Roy's RV Supercenter is ready for spring with the largest inventory and selection in the state. Save thousands and get the best deals on the best brands such as Jayco and Grand Design, amongst many others.
A giant indoor showroom, a giant selection. The giant is in the mountains of West Virginia. Roy's RV Supercenter.
Shop the RV giant at roysrv.com.
The biggest freedom sale is on now during Flex Deal's Independence Day sale at Jack's Furniture Center. Celebrate our country with the most amazing deals of the year on your favorite Flex Deal furniture. The perfect time without breaking the bank to get a whole new look for your home. Star-spangled savings on fabric and leather reclining and stationary furniture, tables, beds, dressers, and more. Celebrate the big savings during Flex Deal's Independence Day sale, June 29th to July 5th at Jack's Furniture Center, East Point, Clarksburg.
What drives you? Shop Toyota for legendary safety and reliability. Toyota, let's go places.
Summer's here, so pack up and go with Toyota. And go in style with a Camry that's loaded with the latest tech that supports your music, maps, and apps. Or go in a Highlander with seating for 8, a comfortable interior, and plenty of cargo space. Wherever you go this summer, you'll have more fun getting there in a Toyota. Now get a Highlander with $2,500 cash back or a Camry with $1,500 cash back. Go Toyota and let's go places.
And now it's time for the 12 Sports Zone, brought to you by Toyota.
Good evening and welcome inside the 12 Sports Zone. Thanks for joining us. The West Virginia Black Bears have turned into the comeback kids over the last couple of days. They walked off last night and came back in extras a few days ago on the road and did it again today. pick it up at the bottom of the 9th. West Virginia down 2-0, and the Bats have been really silent up until this point, but one bat decided to make all the noise. That bat belonged to Matt Gorski. Gorski's bat accounted for Jared Triolo's double to get the rally started. And then for Gorski's single that gave West Virginia its first run of the game, it was also used by Ryan Hogg a few batters later, who singled home the tying run. And then by Nick Patton, who used the same bat too. Gorski's lumber being soft enough to allow Patton to leg out the infield single. The Black Bears walk off and win 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th. A big comeback win for Drew Saylor's club.
Well, I mean, obviously winning's better than losing, so you know, that's first and foremost. But no, I think you know, those are big. We talk about finishing, we talk about, you know, playing for all 27 outs. I mean, outs are our most valuable resource that we have. So as long as we still have one left, as long as we grind out our bats, swing at stuff that we can hit hard, and we get a chance to do that.
Oh, it felt good. It felt really good to get a team win. You know, it wouldn't have been possible without the great at bats from the guys ahead of me to get us to 2 runs, and I was able to, you know, come through and, you know, pick up a big hit.
Black Bears now hit the road starting tomorrow. Got to show you these 2 plays from the Black Bears game today. First up, it's Williamsport Tucker Maxwell. He's going to come into your screen and rob West Virginia of a base hit on that sliding grab. We'll give you another look. It's a really nice play, sliding to his glove side, but I think this play is a little bit better. Williamsport with a check swing. No, Toribo, I should say, pounces off the mound, throw to first, hits the runner's shoulder, and Nick Patton hangs on. We slowed it down for you so you can see it again. I mean, off the runner's shoulder, and Patton able to hang on. Really nice play there by the Black Bears. Pirates first baseman Josh Bell has been selected as an all-star for the first time in his budding career. The slugger is hitting for a .303 average with 29 doubles, 22 home runs, and 70 runs batted in this season. His doubles and RBI totals lead the league. Bell just barely missed out on being a starter for the Midsummer Classic at first base because of the fan vote, but the players and coaches making sure that he's a part of the game, along with John Means, who Angelica talked about earlier. And the Bridgeport 9-11-year-old All-Stars advanced to the state tournament today, picked up an 11-3 win over Westmont Little League in the District 5 runner-up game. So Bridgeport will join Fairmont in the state tournament, and that'll be played there in Shinston. Morgantown High School's Cam Selders is continuing his academic and athletic career at the next level. Selders, who was a 2019 first-team AAA All-State player for the Mohegans, averaged over 15.5 points per game. He signed yesterday with Garrett College out of Garrett, Maryland. Selders helped lead Morgantown to the state tournament this year. Congrats to Cam on the opportunity to continue playing at the next level. Told you about the West Virginia Southern Zone swimming team yesterday. This team hoping to accomplish big things down in North Carolina next month. This group of 46 swimmers from around the state, all hoping to not only beat their own personal best times, but also hoping to make some noise and finish inside the top 10 as a team. 2 years ago, the West Virginia team finished 10th. The goal is to improve on that finish this year. Might have the chance to do so with a very talented group of swimmers that have coaches very excited, and this team consists of Fairmont seniors Abigail Abrazino, who signed to swim at Marshall, and younger swimmers with collegiate aspirations.
It's going to be a lot of competition, so it's going to basically be like collegiate swimming, I feel like. It's really eye-opening just to see like how different everyone is, like strokes or speed. It's crazy how fast everyone is. I just wanted to do one last big swim meet before I went to Marshall with like all my friends, so.
Adriana Abrazino there, my apologies. And we'll have more on the Southern swim team tomorrow as well. One other thing to mention, Alex, very busy day. Joe Mazzulla, who we've mentioned is taking a coaching job with the Boston Celtics, will now be coaching Kemba Walker, who he played against in college. Walker went to UConn, Mazzulla obviously WVU. Very cool kind of connection there that they'll have.
Always coming back around.
Exactly.
Right, Ryan, thanks very much. More in a minute. Stay with us.
We went to Preferred Surfaces and picked out the soapstone that we wanted. You know, I told them exactly what I wanted, and they just did that, and it's just perfect. Can't believe it's my kitchen, because it's exactly what I wanted for a long time.
It's the Honda 4th of July sales event, and it's your chance to get a new Honda vehicle that can pack all of life's best adventures. Yep, time to start checking off that bucket list. Selfies over at Niagara Falls? Check. Gateway Arch? Check. Being awarded by KBB.com as 2019's best overall brand? Check. So pop into your Honda dealer today for great deals on some of our most popular vehicles at the Honda 4th of July sales event.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
Visit WBOY.com for this week's half-off Hump Day deal. Get $50 worth of gift cards for only $25.
Brickside Bar and Grill, West Virginia's best beach bar, has a new outdoor beer garden and 30 of the coldest drafts. Casual dining at its best. Hoagies, steaks, wings, salads, pizza, and so much more. Along with on- and off-site catering. Brickside Bar and Grill, where the locals hang out.
Go to WBOY.com every Wednesday at 7 a.m. for your new half-off Hump Day deal.
We went to Preferred Surfaces and picked out the soapstone that we wanted. I told them exactly what I wanted, and they just did that, and it's just perfect. Can't believe it's my kitchen, because it's exactly what I wanted for a long time.
And Amelia is back with one more look at our weather as we start this new week.
That's right. So today saw gorgeous conditions overall. I hope you went out and took full advantage of it. Same with our Monday. Still going to continue to see that sunshine and dry overall. So go out tomorrow, take full advantage of it. Get any yard work done that you may need, such as mowing your lawn, because come the rest of the week, starting Tuesday afternoon, a low pressure system will be developing, bringing us several rounds of disturbances, showers, and also heavy thunderstorms.
All right, Amelia, thank you very much. Ryan, thank you. That's all the time we have for Weekend Edition. Thanks for joining us.
That's right. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching.